Fucking big on in her. Well, I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about the, because it keeps popping up, man, and I don't know why folks have the nerve to try to put one each other down time. You know what I'm saying? Try to put black people down, black Americans down, Jamaicans down, people from the Caribbean islands down. Always trying to put like one another down and stuff and say who's better and what's wrong with this group of people up over here in America, what's wrong with them, and they trying to do this, they trying to blend in, they trying to be like us and all this shit. Everybody got their motherfucking problems, man. And everybody ain't got the fucking answers. Too many motherfuckers out here think they got the answers on why people act a certain way and what other like people in the Caribbean need to do better, and what black Americans need to do better, and what Africans and Caribbean people or whatever that people whose people come from, you know, African descent, always got something to say, you know. And then you got them special ones out there. Oh, we indigenous to America. We was here before Christopher Columbus. Okay, that's probably true. How much of your DNA consists of that? You know, because it's been probably thousands of years. And between them thousands of years, there's been a lot of motherfucking fucking. You know, let's stop it. My people didn't come from Africa because of this, that, and the third. We were already here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking interloping, or whatever you want to call it. Fuck it. You know? Oh, we Cherokee and this, that, and the third. And we black Cherokee and all this, and the third. But your daddy was born. Come on, man. Your mama, your auntie, whatever. Somebody ain't pure. You know what I'm saying? And people always come up with these things to try to make themselves stick out and all this stuff. You know, it is what it is. Try to be one of the very few and hold on to something, you know. It don't work like that, man. Definitely don't. Definitely don't. I think when people debate that shit, man, is counter fucking productive. Who invented hip hop and all that shit, and everybody want to hang on to who invented it and all this stuff, and you know, it's, you know, where is that going to get us? What is that going to do for us? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. let me roll these windows up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's up with this fan issue. Run a code or something. I just think it's counterproductive, man. I think it's dumb. You know, I heard a dude tell me oh, y'all Americans are gonna live off the land and all this stuff. I was like, yeah, well, a lot of us fucking do, including myself. You guys don't have no culture and this and the third. I'm like, oh, we do. Y'all listen. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. I don't know why people even want to argue that shit. You know, a lot of the Caribbean islands, anyways, is fucked up. Just like everywhere, everybody got problems. All these countries got problems. All of them got problems. All of us got problems. You know? All of us, all these countries got problems. Ain't a now country out here perfect. You know? Y'all black Americans don't know how to deal without no money and this and the third. I'm like, no, you don't know what people know what people doing in this day and earth. You know? People don't know what people doing in America right now. And just because you see, I put it to you like this. I know people in Marianna, Arkansas that live off the land, live off the barter system. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? I know people like that. You know? They got their garden going on. They pick out of their garden. They got their hogs. They got their horses. They got their cows. Some of them got a couple of goats, chickens. You know, get the fuck out of here, man. It's wild debates and talking points with this shit. And it's just like, what the fuck is that gonna do for anybody? What the fuck is that gonna do for anybody? You know? Them motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, well, I don't want to hear nobody that don't live here in the Caribbean, never been in the Caribbean, never lived here, talk about it. And this and the third, because they never lived there. I was like, well, I don't take a rocket scientist to look on the internet to see who owns like most of the port in these Caribbean countries. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that a lot of these countries are countries for sale. Whether or not it's the Chinese, Indians, Russians, whoever, somebody is out there taking all over the country, taking the country. And I hear a lot of reports about these Caribbean countries where the people that's indigenous can't even work in the hotels. In the resorts that people come over there, take up all the prime beaches and all that shit and cordon it off to where the locals can't even go. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't take a rocket. I mean, Buju Banton made a song called Country for Sale. What the fuck did you think he's talking about? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. You know? Everybody got problems. Everybody got issues and stuff like that. And I'm saying this all to say is that people need to stop doing this divisive ass shit. Divisive ass shit. They need to stop doing it. And it ain't helped. And it ain't never helped. It ain't never done nothing for nobody. Ain't never done nothing for nobody. Ain't never. It ain't never done nothing for nobody. You know? I haven't seen one person benefit from these talking points. And that goes for a lot of talking points on the internet, man. That goes for a lot of talking points. Whether or not it's blackism, politics, and all that shit, a lot of the talking points don't lead to nowhere. You got people talking about reparations every day, but ain't gonna do shit. But talk about it. Ain't gonna do shit. Ain't even gonna go to one of the local town hall meetings. You know what I'm saying? And give they 2 cents on it or how they can make it work. With how they feel that they can make it work with people that's around. They won't do it. They won't. Half of these people won't even go to The town hall meetings, and this dude gonna say was like, well, during COVID, people was there wasn't no restrictions, there was no curfews and stuff like that. Yeah, that's because your governor put out an executive order. It had nothing to do with the people sticking together. But how many people have died during COVID? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they put the restrictions is because obviously, a lot of the citizens in America are not, how would you want to say, reliable enough to stay the fuck out of people's faces and not get them sick. Motherfuckers know they sick still in the club. Motherfuckers got COVID saying fuck it, still in the club. You know what I'm saying? Still going to work, getting everybody motherfucking sick. And there's people out there that can't afford to get sick, especially from no goddamn COVID. You could call it a pandemic or you could call it whatever, but people were dying. People were out here dying. They cordoned off the whole the Florida Keys to where if you didn't live in the Florida Keys, you couldn't even come here. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to keep it open. They wanted to keep the COVID out, and they pretty much kept the COVID out. But Maine, Florida didn't. Motherfuckers was dropping like motherfucking flies, getting sick. It's just crazy how people be coming up with these talking points and acting like, they the only ones that they like they know it alls. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my 3 cents on the matter because I know how to look shit up and and whatever and figure out a few things. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do that. But one thing's for sure. I'm not one of them dudes that care about them talking points, man. I don't get involved in all the Africans and Guyanese, Nigerian, Jamaicans. A lot of them don't even fucking give a fuck about that shit. A lot of them don't give a fuck about getting to conversations like that because they know, first of all, they know now and well when they come up over here, everybody's gonna think they motherfucking black until they open their mouth. They know as soon as they come over here, that you're gonna be in the same boat as all them other black folks. It's just gonna take you some time to get your wake up call because you think that you different than other motherfuckers because you come from a little bitty island or you think you different. What's up, Sir Foul Player? People need to cut that shit out. If once people could start thinking about ways how to stick together and really mean it and really be about it, then a lot of things would be a lot better. If once people could find a common ground and get together like butt cheeks to get some of these people out of office, things to be better. You know what I'm saying? This is how we mold society. By coming together. You know what I'm saying? Not being divided and not being and not having divisive ass talking points. You know what I'm saying? And then another person or the same guy or who the fuck ever talking about some because us in Florida and us the Caribbean people, we not like the rest of y'all Americans. We have a problem. We rise up and do this in the third. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Big ass land crab almost got ran over. The fuck is he talking about? Like, he ain't seen all these motherfucking marches, whether or not it's them Hebrew Israelites, the Not Giving a Fuck Coalition, all them folks up over there going to their city halls for the school boards, telling the school board they mind, going to the city's city hall while they're having their weekly meetings and shit like that and giving their 3 cents on how they can make the community better or the gripes with the community. What the fuck is you talking about? Marching in 2024. Marching really right now It's probably not the best thing to fucking do. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Well, it is, but then it has some hiccups with it, i.e., people. Oh, wrong one. People who don't mean you well want to hang around and do some fuck shit to make all y'all look like y'all fucked up and rioting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I gotta fix this goddamn. I gotta fix something else with this fucking car, man. The fan is constantly on high speed, and I'm trying to get it to, trying to figure out what is it. What's the problem here? And I think the problem is last night when I was driving in the rain. I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this. Yeah, it's like marching is not the only way to fix something, man. Like marching will fix some things, man, but it's definitely not gonna um put everything in perspective like it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like your you gonna march, but you when you march and stuff like that, it almost make it seem like this is just my opinion. It makes it seem like you on the you on the you on like you waiting for somebody to see you so they could do something about it. You hoping that the news and everybody else like see it and start talking about it. So uh these these people in politics would do something about it. It's like you waiting on them. But it's like if they don't want to see you, then they won't do nothing about it. And it's kind of like, you know, what's wrong with like people like like what I would think is like people like Tariq Nasheed and stuff like that. It has like hundreds of thousands of followers and stuff like that can raise over $1 million for a Hidden Colors museum and stuff like that. I would think that like at the end of the day, even with all that, what he could do because he's blessed, you know, he's blessed to have the gift of gab. He's blessed to bring people together and stuff like that. I would think like he would crowdfund like, you know, some signatures to push legislation, like so that the House floor would have to bring it up. You would think like people would do things like that, but it's kind of seemed like people are more worried about coining acronyms and putting they name on it so they could say that their name is forever would be attached to this because I'm the one who created it. And it's kind of like, this is just my 3 cents. Could be wrong or whatever, but it is what it is. And it's kind of like you would think like better things would be done, like as far as like kids with schools, especially when it comes to history, especially when it comes to mathematics, especially when it comes to how to get kids to the next level so we could compete scholastically with other countries. These youth centers fading away, libraries fading away, all the way down to the lunch that these kids eat, all the way down to all the way down to revamping the system on feeding these babies, as far as price range, whether or not it's free for public schools or is not and stuff like that. Teachers pay. Teachers pay. Um, um, all kind of shit. Access to buses, disabilities, uh, treating kids better that have disabilities, you know, after school programs, um, for all kind of things, whether it's sports, science, technology, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff like that can be done, and like these cats don't even want to do it. You know, combating these children out here being kidnapped, sexual assault, sexual abuse, the these combating these what do you call it? I forget what you call them damn things when the kids ain't got no daddy, any boarding homes or whatever you want to call them. Kids who are homeless, all kind of things that people could that these cats could be doing, but they ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing shit. All they doing is this. But they have all the money. They're blessed that they blessed to have money for themselves to start pushing this shit. But they also blessed to have thousands of followers that will give them money to push this stuff. And they're also blessed that people even know their name, and they have been on Fox News, CNN, and shit like that, to where, you know, they could get a broader outreach. People want to talk about all the sensational stuff that goes on, but people forget this year, a couple months ago, Tim Tebow was on the House floor, not the House floor, but one of the he's part of a committee that was talking to some of our politicians about child trafficking. About child trafficking and all that shit. And people don't want to talk about that, you know. You know, we people rather talk about P. Diddy, R. Kelly, Trump, Biden, and the list goes on and on. There was a dude out here just the other day, got busted. Dude was a licensed gun dealer. He goes back and forth to these gun expos. This motherfucker was caught trying to recruit people to shoot up a whole bunch of black people at a rap concert in Atlanta. He was caught just the other day. You know? Just the other day. People out here worried about the wrong motherfucking things. Worried about the Jamaicans versus black Americans and shit like that. Worried about that shit. Get the fuck out of here. We got this crazy dude walking around here running his motherfucking mouth and inciting this shit, and people are willing to do the most craziest things in the name of this guy. You know, for him, brother, dude talking about they was gonna put the KKK or what's that one flag, the Confederate flag out there too, to try to start a race war. You know what he was trying to start a race war for? You know why the motherfuckers trying to do that shit. You know why the motherfuckers trying to do that shit. It only, come on, y'all. Bruce, what's going on, man? Motherfuckers worried about the wrong damn motherfucking thing, man. You know, you got the House floor with that all that contraceptive shit talk, trying to and I don't get this shit. You know, I really don't have no dog and pony in the race when it comes to abortions or whatever. But I would say it's like, dude, if damn, he's driving extra slow. If oh shit, Rita driving. I would say, damn, that old lady driving. Whew, I would not want to be in that car. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. But anyways, what was I about to say? Because that old lady, she about like, she starts drinking early in the morning, so she could barely get out of the goddamn car. Oh man, she moving slow. She don't even pick her feet up when she walk no more. That's how bad it is. She like she scoots. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, back to our subject, man. Um, yeah, because like I don't really see it as like a thing to where it should people should be telling people they can't get it, especially if they're gonna die or they've been raped. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it's like one of them things is like, who gonna raise them babies? A lot of these cats don't even want to raise their own damn kids. You know, I can see if it was like way down the trimester or whatever you want to call that shit. Yeah, I see that. But if come on, man, like a month or something, like nah, flush that motherfucker down. I'm joking. Bye, little Mikey. Dad. Bye. I'm joking. Um, and then another nasty thing that needs to change in politics. I think if a bill the bill is called is on this subject, I don't think you should be able to put anything other than what's the subject is. I don't think you should be putting you shouldn't be talking about like raising uh uh soldiers pay and then putting shit in there for Ukraine or Israel or shit like that, because that's what they tried to do with that. That's why I didn't pass that at first. That 19.5% raise for junior enlisted military members. That's the reason why I didn't pass that first. The reason why I didn't, because they was putting all kind of funky ass shit in there, but it passed the day. The dude literally put something in there to share new technology with Israel. Israel, country who has supposedly one of the biggest, one of the best, how would you say, intelligence agencies, Mossad, in the world. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. So you built this tank, or you built this whatever you put in the aircraft for detection and the comms and all that stuff that's top secret. Now you're supposed to be sharing that with them. Then who does it say who they gonna give it to? Who's to say that they gonna, somebody ain't gonna, come on, man. Motherfuckers is tripping, dude. Fucking tripping. People just be making shit up as they go. You know, worried about the wrong damn thing. Shit. All the homelessness that we got around here, and some of these people, you know, they just became homeless just bad off their luck. Some of them are, you know, mentally ill. Some of them are just fucking lazy. Some people just want to live that way. But at the end of the day, it's like, you mean to tell me these idiots, let me tell y'all something. These idiots are believing that what can save the economy is raising the tariffs. Raising the tariffs is only going to raise up the price of goods. Putting more tax on imports is only going to raise the price of goods. You mean to tell me all these, all these people around here, McDonald's and all these other people, can spend millions of dollars to give to these politicians, but can't spend millions of dollars to give to their workers? Making $20 billion a year, McDonald's. $20 billion a year, McDonald's. $20 billion a year, McDonald's. But you could barely get 2 goddamn meals for under $20. You raise the minimum wage up, the people get taxed more, because the more you make, the more tax they get. Right? You raise the minimum wage up, the price of the dollar menu goes up. You raise the minimum wage up, the price of the goods there's no longer 99 cents at the 99-cent store. It's no longer $1 at the dollar store. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. Motherfuckers just worried about the wrong damn thing, man. That's a bit worried about that Jamaican or black versus Black Americans, or Black Americans versus Caribbeans, or or how Floridians get down, or how Texans get down, or how whoever gets down versus other states. It's all fucking divisive. All it is jaw jabbing. You know, that's the problem. That's the problem these days. Motherfuckers got sweet mouths. Sweet mouths. That's why. You know, got sweet mouths. That's the problem these days. Sweet ass motherfucking mouths. That's the fucking problem. Because people rather hear the something sweet than the shit that's good for you. Because that shit's sour and bitter. You know what I'm saying? Reality is sour and motherfucking bitter, and people rather listen to somebody with a sweet ass mouth. You know? It's the unbecoming of a man. It's the product of unbecoming of a man. That's what it is. But I'm going to get in here, enjoy the festivities. Shout outs to the whole entire world, and everybody stay sucker free.